Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the next class. Today we'll talk about past activities. We have different objectives for this class. I'm going to explain them. Objective number one, at the end of the class, you will be able to talk about past activities. Objective number two, you will be able to ask about past activities. Objective number three, you will be able to use correctly past tense verbs. Objective number four, you will be able to talk about holiday activities. And finally, objective number five, you will be able to understand short text. Like I said at the beginning of the class, we are going to study past tense verbs, so it's important that you know verbs in past. So please study the following vocabulary. It has to do with past tense verbs, irregular verbs.
20 most common irregular present simple verbs. Break, broke. Buy, bought. Come, came. Drink, drank. Drive, drove. Eat, ate. Fall, fell. Find, found. Get, got. Give, gave. Go, went. Make, made. Pay, paid. Read, read. Run, ran. Say, said. See, saw. Take, took. Think, thought. Write, wrote.
Well, these are one of the most common irregular verbs in English, so please study them. Now you're going to watch a video about some people talking about different activities. Please pay attention to the activities they did.
Did you have a good weekend, Monica? Oh yeah, it was great. So what did you do? On Saturday, I went to the theater with my parents. What play did you see? I saw Cinderella, and it was an amazing show. What did you like the most? I like the costumes and the songs. What about Sunday? Did you do anything special? I read a book in the morning. Then I did my homework, though I didn't feel like it, but I knew I had to. The weather was so beautiful and warm, so we went on a picnic in the park in the afternoon. We ate some sandwiches and drank some fresh orange juice. After lunch, we stood on the stream bank and fed the ducks. Then we took a nice stroll through the park. A moment later, it started to rain. So we ran as fast as we could. As soon as I got home, I took a hot bath. I enjoyed spending time with my family. How about you? How was your weekend? Well, on Saturday, I went shopping with my mom. I needed a dress for my cousin's birthday party, so I tried many dresses. So did you finally find the right dress? Yeah, I did. I found the perfect dress for the party. So how was the party? It was great fun. There were lots of beautiful decorations in the room. The cake looked amazing. My cousin blew out the candles and cut the cake. We sang the birthday song. Then we played lots of games and I won many times.
Where was the party held?
It was held at a party center.
How was the food?
The food was delicious, but I ate too much and felt a little sick. And I also drank too much juice.
Well, as you could see, they talk about different activities. For example, one of them mentioned, I went shopping, I went to a party, we sang a birthday song, etc., etc. Now you have to answer the next questions. Number 1, what did the girl do on the weekend? Number 2, where did she go? Number 3, what did she eat? What did you do on the weekend? It's another question to talk about past activities. Don't forget the elements that we need. I'm going to explain it in detail. When we talk about past activities, we are going to use the past simple. Past simple is used to talk about past activities, and we have different examples here. I went to the cinema yesterday. My dad played football in the afternoon. Jessie had a great part last week. As you can see, it's a very simple structure. The only thing that you need is a past tense verb. Went, played, had, they are in past. When you have a negative sentence, you are going to use the auxiliary did plus the word not. The contraction didn't. For example, I didn't go to the cinema yesterday. Luis didn't play football at night. Jessie didn't have a great party last week. Don't forget, when you have a negative sentence, you have to use an infinitive verb. When you have an affirmative sentence, you have to use a past tense verb. That is really important. When you have a question, for example, the ones that we have here, we have yes, no questions. We are going to start with the auxiliary did. Did you work on vacations? If the answer is affirmative, yes, I did. If it is negative, no, I didn't. We have another example. Did your mom cook yesterday? No, she didn't. We have another example. Did David study for the test? Yes, he did. Don't forget, we have also WH questions, the open questions that start with what, where, when, why, etc. The formula is very similar. For example, what did you do yesterday? I played football. Where did Luis go on vacations? He went to Mexico. Why did Jessie go out? She went out to buy a cell. Don't forget about the formulas. In a yes no question, we start with the auxiliary did plus subject plus infinitive plus complement plus time expression. When you have a WH question, the question word at the beginning goes at the beginning, then the auxiliary, the subject, the infinitive, plus the complement. About the pronunciation of past tense regular verbs, we had 3 different pronunciations. For example, I watched TV last night. This syllable sounds like a T. I watched TV last night. Karen painted her room yesterday. In this case, painted sounds like ed. And finally, it rained very hard today. This syllable sounds like a d. And we have different rules in English to check pronunciation. Verbs ending in ch, sh, k, p, k, and t. The past tense verb is going to sound like a t. For example, watched. Another example, washed. When we have a verb ending in T or D, the pronunciation is going to be completed. For example, painted or painted. Our example, waited, expected, etc. All other endings are going to have the pronunciation D. For example, rain, love, etc. Now that you have this explanation, please start working your books. Unit 2, pages 30 to 38. If you have any question, please